Alright guys, listen up. We're about to dive head first into one of the coolest spots in California, Sonoma County. Yeah, you heard me right. We're talking rolling vineyards, towering redwoods, and coastlines that'll make your jaw drop. This place has got it all. Whether you're a seasoned wine connoisseur, an adrenaline junkie, or just looking for a chill getaway, Sonoma's got your back. We're talking about a place where you can sip world-class wine in the morning and hike through ancient forests in the afternoon. Over the next few chapters, I'm going to take you on a wild ride through Sonoma County, showing you the hidden gems, the must-see spots, and everything in between. We'll be hitting up the best restaurants, checking out the most epic outdoor adventures, and giving you the inside scoop on how to experience Sonoma like a local. So buckle up, grab your adventure hats, and get ready to explore Sonoma County with me. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. First up, we're hitting up Sonoma Plaza, the heart and soul of Sonoma County. This place is steeped in history, and you can feel it in the air. We're talking adobe buildings, Spanish colonial architecture, and a vibe that just screams old California. As you stroll through the plaza, imagine the footsteps of the Native American tribes who first called this land home. Think about the Spanish missionaries who arrived centuries ago and the Mexican settlers who left their mark on this vibrant town. You can practically hear the echoes of history whispering through the streets. And let me tell you, those whispers have some stories to tell. From the Bear Flag Revolt to the birth of California's wine country, Sonoma Plaza has seen it all. But don't let the historical significance fool you. This place is far from a dusty museum. Sonoma Plaza is alive with energy. Street performers, bustling cafes, and vibrant shops give this place a pulse that's impossible to ignore. Now, let's talk about the food, because Sonoma Plaza is a foodie's paradise. We're talking farm-to-table restaurants, cozy cafes serving up fresh pastries, and gelato shops that'll rock your world. Grab a bench under the shade of a giant oak tree, soak in the sunshine, and treat yourself to some of the best food you'll ever have. And don't even get me started on the wine. We're in the heart of Sonoma County, people. After you've had your fill, be sure to check out the shops around the plaza. From handcrafted jewelry to local art, you're sure to find a unique souvenir to remember your time in Sonoma. And hey, maybe pick up a bottle or two of that incredible local wine while you're at it. Sonoma Plaza is more than just a pretty face. It's the beating heart of Sonoma County. It's a place where history comes alive, where culture thrives, and where you're guaranteed to make memories that will last a lifetime. Alright guys, get ready to have your minds blown because we're about to enter a whole other world. Armstrong Redwood State Natural Reserve. We're talking towering trees, ancient ferns, and a silence so profound you can practically hear your own heartbeat. Imagine trees that were already ancient when Columbus set sail. Trees that have witnessed centuries of history. Trees that make you feel like a tiny speck in the grand scheme of things. That's Armstrong Redwoods. These majestic giants, some over 300 feet tall, will leave you speechless. Just try to wrap your head around the fact that some of these trees have been standing for over 2,000 years. It's enough to make you question everything you thought you knew about time and scale. Walking among these giants is an experience that will stay with you long after you leave. It's humbling, awe-inspiring, and a little bit terrifying all at the same time. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Casey, giant trees are cool and all, but what is there to actually do in Armstrong Redwoods? Don't worry, my friend. I got you covered. Armstrong Redwoods has miles of hiking trails, ranging from easy strolls to challenging climbs. Whether you're a seasoned hiker or just looking for a peaceful walk in the woods, you'll find a trail that's perfect for you. As you wander through the forest, keep your eyes peeled for wildlife. Deer, squirrels, and even the occasional bobcat call this place home. And don't forget to look up. You might just spot a hawk soaring overhead or a family of woodpeckers hard at work. Listen closely, and you'll hear the symphony of the forest, the rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the gentle babbling of creeks. It's a soundtrack that will soothe your soul and leave you feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Alright, so you're looking for something a little more, how do you say, laid back? The Russian River, my friends. That's where it's at. Imagine this, you, a kayak, maybe a couple of cold ones in the cooler just drifting along. Sun on your face, gentle breeze, not a care in the world. This ain't no whitewater rapid situation. This is all about soaking it in, enjoying the scenery. Maybe doing a little fishing if that's your thing. The Russian River is all about finding your own pace. Speaking of pace, if you're feeling a little more energetic, swimming's always an option. The water's clear, the vibe is chill, and it's the perfect way to cool off on a hot day. Trust me, after a day on the Russian River, you'll be feeling like a brand new person. It's the kind of place that forces you to unwind, you know? And that's what's so great about Sonoma County. You've got the bustling towns, the towering redwoods, and then you've got spots like this that are just pure relaxation. It's all about balance, right? Now, if you're looking for a little more action, don't worry. The Russian River's got you covered. There are tons of little towns dotted along the river, each with its own unique vibe. We're talking charming boutiques, killer restaurants, and some seriously good people watching. Grab yourself a coffee, wander down the main street, and just soak it all in. You never know what you might stumble across. And if you're feeling really adventurous, rent a bike and explore the surrounding countryside. Rolling hills, vineyards as far as the eye can see. It's like something out of a movie. But seriously, the Russian River is one of those places that just gets under your skin. It's the kind of place you could easily spend a week exploring and still feel like you've only scratched the surface. But hey, that's just more reason to come back, right? Alright, let's talk about Bodega Bay. This place is straight out of a postcard. We're talking dramatic cliffs, crashing waves, and those classic California sunsets that'll blow your mind. You know those places that just make you feel small? Bodega Bay is one of them, in the best way possible, of course. It's humbling, you know, standing on the edge of the continent, looking out at the vast Pacific Ocean. It puts things in perspective. But hey, enough with the philosophical musings. Bodega Bay is also just a really cool place to hang out. The town itself is small but full of character, with plenty of shops and restaurants to keep you busy. And if you're a seafood lover, you're in for a real treat. Fresh crab, oysters, fish and chips, you name it, they've got it. And it doesn't get much fresher than this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bodega Bay rings a bell. Well, movie buffs, this one's for you. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Yeah, filmed right here in Bodega Bay. And let me tell you, this place hasn't lost any of its eerie charm. Walk around town and you can practically picture Tippi Hedren running for her life. But don't worry, the birds here are pretty chill. Mostly seagulls, just doing their thing. Speaking of chill, Bodega Bay is the perfect place to just unwind and escape the city. Rent a cozy cottage overlooking the water, curl up with a good book, and let the sound of the waves lull you into a state of pure relaxation. Or, if you're feeling more adventurous, there are plenty of hiking trails to explore, offering breathtaking views of the coastline. Trust me, Bodega Bay is a place you won't soon forget. It's got that perfect mix of natural beauty, small-town charm, and just a touch of cinematic history. What more could you ask for? All right, let's talk Healdsburg. This place is Sonoma's crown jewel. A town that perfectly balances small-town charm with world-class wineries. I mean, we're talking about some seriously good wine here, folks. We're talking about the kind of wine that makes you want to close your eyes, take a sip, and just savor the moment. But Healdsburg's more than just a pretty vineyard. The town square is classic Americana. Think charming boutiques, art galleries, and restaurants that'll make your taste buds sing. You could easily spend a whole day just wandering around, soaking up the atmosphere and indulging in a little retail therapy. And hey, if you need a break from all that wine tasting, there's always the Healdsburg Plaza, a beautiful park right in the heart of town. Perfect for a picnic lunch or just a moment of peace and quiet. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, this all sounds great, but what about the accommodations? Don't you worry your pretty little heads because Healdsburg has you covered. We're talking about charming bed and breakfasts, luxurious hotels, and everything in between. You'll find a place that fits your vibe and your budget. Trust me. And the best part? You're just a stone's throw away from all the action. Wake up, grab a coffee at a local cafe, and then head out to explore the surrounding wineries. Or, if you're feeling lazy, just relax by the pool and soak up the California sunshine. Healdsburg is all about taking it easy, enjoying the finer things in life, and maybe sipping on a glass of world-class wine or two. And hey, who knows, you might even bump into yours truly while you're there. Alright guys, buckle up because this next spot is wild, literally. We're talking about Safari West, a slice of the Serengeti right here in Sonoma County. I'm talking giraffes, zebras, rhinos, you name it. They've probably got it roaming around their 400-acre preserve. I remember the first time I heard about Safari West, I thought it was a joke. Like, come on, a real deal safari in California. But trust me, this place is legit. They've got over 900 animals from more than 90 different species, and they're all just chilling, living their best lives. The best part? You get to experience it all up close and personal on a guided safari tour. They pile you into these open-air jeeps, and you're cruising right alongside these incredible creatures. It's like stepping into a whole other world, and it's absolutely unforgettable. So if you're looking for an adventure that's a little off the beaten path, Safari West is a must-do. Just be sure to pack your camera. You're going to want to capture every moment of this wild ride. Now, I know what you're thinking. A safari in California can't be as cool as the real deal in Africa. And you know what? You're right. It's not the same. It's better. Okay, maybe not better, but it's definitely a different vibe. For one thing, you're not sweating your face off in the scorching African sun. And trust me, that makes a huge difference. Plus, the guides at Safari West are super knowledgeable and passionate about these animals. They'll give you all the insider info and answer any questions you might have. But the real magic happens when you're just inches away from a majestic giraffe or a herd of zebras thundering past. It's a humbling experience, to say the least, and it really makes you appreciate the beauty and diversity of the natural world. So yeah, Safari West is definitely a unique experience that you won't find anywhere else. It's a chance to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and immerse yourself in the wonder of the animal kingdom. Alright, history buffs and nature lovers, this one's for you. We're heading over to Jack London State Historic Park, a place where literary legacy meets breathtaking scenery. You guys know I love a good story, and this place is full of them. Jack London, the legendary author of The Call of the Wild and White Fang, called this place home. and his spirit is still very much alive within these woods. Walking through the park, you can practically feel London's presence in the air. You can explore the ruins of his wolf house, the grand mansion that tragically burned down before he could move in. It's a haunting reminder of the fleeting nature of life and the enduring power of dreams. But don't let the somber history fool you. This park is bursting with life. With over 29 miles of hiking trails winding through towering redwoods and sun-drenched meadows, it's a nature lover's paradise. One of my favorite things about Jack London State Historic Park is how peaceful and inspiring it is. You can feel the stress melting away as you hike through the forest, breathing in the fresh air and listening to the sounds of nature. It's no wonder that Jack London found so much inspiration here. He was a man who sought adventure and connection with the natural world, and this park embodies both of those things in spades. But even if you're not a writer, there's something for everyone at Jack London State Historic Park. You can explore the museum dedicated to London's life and work, take a horseback riding tour through the vineyards, or simply relax and soak up the beauty of your surroundings. So if you're looking for a place to escape the city and reconnect with nature, history, and yourself, add Jack London State Historic Park to your list. Trust me, you won't regret it. Alright guys, get ready to trade those vineyard views for some rugged coastline, because we're heading to Sonoma Coast State Park. This place is like a whole different world compared to the wineries and rolling hills we've been exploring. We're talking dramatic cliffs plunging into the crashing waves, hidden coves begging to be discovered, and miles of pristine beaches just waiting to be walked. It's the kind of place that makes you feel small and insignificant in the best way possible. Now, I'm a city boy at heart, but even I can't resist the allure of the Pacific Ocean. There's something about the raw power and untamed beauty of the coast that just gets to me. It's a reminder that there's a whole world out there beyond the concrete jungle. So, if you're feeling adventurous and want to experience the wild side of Sonoma, Sonoma Coast State Park is calling your name. One of the things I love most about Sonoma Coast State Park is that it's so vast and varied. You can literally spend days exploring this place and still not see everything. One minute you're hiking along a windswept bluff, the next you're stumbling upon a secluded beach where you might just have the whole place to yourself. And speaking of beaches, let's not forget about the tide pools. These little ecosystems are teeming with life, from colorful starfish and anemones to scuttling crabs and curious little fish. It's like having an aquarium right at your fingertips. Whether you're an avid hiker, a beach bum, a wildlife enthusiast, or just looking for a place to escape the crowds, Sonoma Coast State Park has something for everyone. So pack a picnic, grab your camera, and get ready to discover your own little slice of paradise. Alright guys, listen up. You know those days when you just want to feel like a kid again? Well, buckle up because we're headed to the Charles M. Schulz Museum. This place is a time capsule, a nostalgic explosion dedicated to the creator of the iconic Peanuts comic strip. We're talking Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy, Linus, the whole gang. You walk in and boom. Childhood memories hit you like a ton of bricks. You remember those Sunday mornings sprawled out on the floor, newspaper open, completely absorbed in the Peanuts universe. Schulz had this way of capturing the humor and awkwardness of being a kid, and it resonated with everyone. This museum isn't just about looking at old comic strips though. It's an experience. You've got original artwork, early sketches, even Schulz's studio, meticulously recreated. It's like stepping into his creative process, seeing how these iconic characters came to life. It's pretty mind-blowing. They even have this massive wall made entirely of Peanuts comic strips. It's insane. You could spend hours just getting lost in the details. Trust me, whether you're a die-hard Peanuts fan or just appreciate good storytelling, this place is worth a visit. Here's the thing about Schulz. He was a master of his craft. The museum does a great job of showcasing that. You see his evolution as an artist, from his early work to the iconic Peanuts style we all know and love. There's a whole section dedicated to the animation side of things. Remember those classic Peanuts holiday specials? Yeah, they've got all the behind-the-scenes stuff, storyboards, character designs, the whole 9 yards. It's amazing to see how Schulz's vision translated so well to the screen. And then there's the impact. Peanuts wasn't just a comic strip, it was a cultural phenomenon. It tackled real issues, social commentary, all with wit and humor. They've got exhibits exploring the cultural significance of Peanuts, how it influenced everything from music to fashion. It's wild. The Charles M. Schulz Museum isn't just a museum. It's a celebration of creativity, of imagination, of the power of storytelling. It's a reminder that even the simplest ideas can have a profound impact. Alright folks, let's be real. No trip to Sonoma County is complete without a little wine tasting, right? And when it comes to bubbly, Corbel Champagne Cellars is the OG, the real deal. We're talking over 140 years of history here. These guys know their stuff. The moment you step onto the property, you can feel it, this legacy of craftsmanship, this dedication to quality. It's pretty cool. Now listen, I'm a New Yorker, born and bred. We like things fast-paced, energetic. But there's something about this place, this sense of history, this slower pace of life that just draws you in. It's almost like stepping back in time. And the champagne, don't even get me started. Crisp, refreshing, perfect for celebrating life's little victories. Whether you're a seasoned connoisseur or just starting to explore the world of wine, Corbel has something for everyone. The cool thing about Corbel is that it's more than just a winery. It's an experience. They've got these awesome tours where you can go behind the scenes, see the whole champagne making process from grape to glass. You're talking about walking through the historic cellars, learning about the traditional method they use, seeing the craftsmanship that goes into every bottle. It's pretty impressive. And the grounds themselves are beautiful. You've got these sprawling vineyards, stunning gardens, even a museum showcasing the history of Corbel. It's the perfect place to spend an afternoon, sipping some bubbly, soaking up the scenery, just enjoying the good life. Corbel Champagne Cellars is a reminder that some things are worth taking the time to appreciate, to savor. It's about tradition, it's about quality, it's about enjoying the moment. And there you have it, folks. Sonoma County in all its glory. From the towering redwoods to the crashing waves of the Pacific, from quaint towns to world-class wineries, this place has it all. We've explored hidden trails, sipped award-winning wines, and discovered the magic that lies just north of the Golden Gate Bridge. Sonoma County is a reminder that sometimes the best adventures are the ones closest to home. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures, and let me know in the comments what your favorite part of Sonoma County is. Until next time, peace out.